The hot seat in Wodonga.
I know, if it's like this every morning, I'm happy to step in. We've got a beautiful buffet of breakfast ready for us because you might remember in March here on Sunrise we launched the Origin Energy Sustainability Drive competition. Now the idea was for people to tell us how they are making their street as energy efficient and sustainable as possible. Well, this morning on the show we're going to announce the 4 winners. 4 sustainability drives around the country which are going to be sharing in $250,000 each. That's $1 million in total of sustainable energy solutions they're going to be put into their street. It's a huge competition and some very happy people around the nation as we look at the forecast for the first time.
Sunrise weather.
Total of sustainable energy solutions they're going to be put into their street. It's a huge competition and some very happy people around the nation as we look at the forecast for the first time. This morning we're going to be announcing the 4 sustainability drives around the country sharing in that $1 million. But for everyone who's not one of those 4 sustainability drives, this morning we've got a few tips on how you can save money and also be more energy efficient. So it's good for the planet and good for your hip pocket. Here we've got the chooks waking up, everyone's waking up here at the house. We've got the pizza oven burning outside. It's going to be a fun morning and I'll see you back here in Wodonga at Central Place, one of the sustainability drives in half an hour.
Excellent. All right, Grant. James, I should say. We'll see you then.
Close enough. See you guys.
Let's go out to James Tobin, who's in Wodonga this morning, exactly where he needs to be.
Yeah, Brett, this morning we're announcing the winners of the Sustainability Drive competition that Origin Energy had. Now, these are the 4 places around Australia that convinced us in the best possible way they deserve an energy makeover. 2 of the residents are Hilda and Kim. Hilda, now, I hope you don't mind me mentioning this, but you moved into a retirement village. You moved out of the retirement village and into this street at 83 years old.
Yes.
How come?
Well, I just was looking for greener, newer, brighter pastures, really, and yeah, in a retirement village you begin to feel a bit old, and I thought, this is not for me yet.
Too many old people in there. Now, Kim, what are the sorts of things that you're doing in this street that are saving you money and also good for the environment?
We've worked for a long time, James, to be a lot more sustainable as a street. So, you know, all sorts of things like making sure that everything is switched off at the power point. And we also all bring our scraps to the Huber house because they've got chooks.
For the chooks.
Absolutely.
And a really interesting one, there's a layer of bubble wrap in the bathroom between the 2 panes of glass to keep in the heat. That's an interesting one to do at home. Let's have a look at the forecast.
Sunrise weather.
Good morning, residents. Good morning. Here at Central Place in Wodonga, one of the 4 sustainability drives that are sharing in $1 million worth of sustainable makeovers this morning. Just a quick one, another part of the competition was the viewer voters. Now, Seminary Crescent in Scoresby in Victoria, featuring Sustainability Man, received the most votes, over 1,500 votes. So congratulations, Sustainability Man and Seminary Crescent in Scoresby. And we'll be back here in Wodonga with more weather in half an hour.
Brilliant, look forward to it. Thanks, James, see you then. Well, Sunrise and Valia today, so James Tobin joins us from Wodonga. Hello again.
Thanks, Mel. I love the tour. It's so good to have a tour expert on the panel there because it's such a confusing sport. It's good to get a little bit of expertise. Thanks, Brett.
Pleasure, James.
Look, from tour specialists to energy specialists, this morning Origin Energy announcing the 4 sustainability drives right around Australia. These guys are sharing in $1 million worth of energy efficient makeover. Now this morning it's my pleasure to announce the 4 winners. Here in Victoria, in Wodonga, I'm at Central Place. Good morning, everybody. And right around Australia, I'm joined in Queensland by Hendry Street in Tewantin on the Sunshine Coast, in New South Wales, Wilga Avenue in Dulwich Hill, and in South Australia, Dinwoody Avenue at Clarence Gardens. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Georgie Chappelle in South Australia. I'm going to start with you. Wow, that's noisy. And your dog, Lloyd. Now, I believe Lloyd was instrumental in your entry in this Sustainability Drive competition.
Yes, he absolutely...
Today's weather, he's doing something good and green this morning.
Yeah, Brett, there's nothing better than making people feel good about what they've already done well. 4 streets around Australia today have been awarded for being exceptionally green. So Origin are letting them share $1 million worth of energy makeover. It's huge. So the 4 streets here in Victoria, we've got Central Place in Wodonga. Good morning, everybody. We've got Henry Street into Wanton. We've got Dinwoodier Avenue at Clarence Gardens in South Australia. And we've got Wilga Avenue in Dulwich Hill. Good morning, everybody. Now, this morning, Lisa Upton is in Dulwich Hill. Good morning to you, Lisa. Now, your street
Good morning,
there
James.
in Dulwich Hill, Wilga Avenue, it sounds like there's been an entire construction that's taken place and a new garden put in. Tell me about that.
Yes, that's right. We've spent the past couple...
Now, tell me a little bit about this walking bus.
Yes, everybody...
Fantastic. I'm sure those walking bus drivers are very happy at school holidays in New South Wales and they get a little bit of a sleep in at the moment. Let's have a look at the forecast. Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.
Sunrise weather.
Now, what Lisa Upton and the guys at Dulwich Hill have done, I know of a few people that have done that. I know Waverley Council got right behind a community garden. So if you're watching this morning and you like what the guys at Dulwich Hill have done, speak to your council, because I know in some instances they'll actually throw a little bit of money behind. And it's a great way to get to know your neighbours. These guys are all the best of mates, and I've got to say a big thank you to Wolfgang here. We've gone from an eating train at the barbecue to wood-fire pizzas for breakfast this morning, and we'll see you back here in half an hour.
Fantastic.
Fancy.
And great ideas too.
Yes.
It's community gardens.
I like the, yeah, exactly. Growing veggies.
All right, James, thank you for that. Later, the modern. Now to today's weather. Grant is off this morning. James Tobin is in Victoria, but bringing us some great ideas on how we can all live more sustainably.
Yeah, absolutely, Koshi, and also save yourself money. An example, we've got some chooks in the backyard here. They've also got a water gauge. 22 mils overnight. The water tanks are currently full and they use the tank water to water the garden. They've also got solar power up there on the roof. All great ways to save a little bit of money. Because they're a sustainability drive for Victoria. Good morning, everybody. We've got 4 sustainability drives around the country, including one at Henry Street into Wanton on the beautiful Sunshine Coast of Queensland. A big good morning to Mark McGowan and to Sean Cairns. Morning, gentlemen. Thanks very much to the folks at Tewantin there for sharing their story. Koshi, where they were standing out the front there, it's this beautiful nature strip that they all contribute in making. It's also where they get together in the afternoon and have a glass of wine or a beer and get together as a community, which is one of the most important and one of the big revelations that has come out of this Sustainability Drive competition, getting more unity in the community.
Oh, James, we were just commenting earlier just on all the streets, that community basis that they built up. Just a terrific thing. Good on you, mate.
It really is. Thanks, Koshi.
A really happy morning. It's terrific. Those sorts of stories. And
Get weather in the morning, and James Tobin has got it.
Certainly is, Brett. I'll tell you what, there's never been a time in history when the way that we treat our planet has been more in the headlines. And of course, you can do the really big things like go out and buy an entirely new car that's more environmentally friendly. But there are so many little things you can do. And it's just about taking a little extra time when you're making those decisions. You know, take the bags to the supermarket rather than using the plastic bags, turning the light switches off. But I'll tell you what, if it's not just about doing something good for the planet, you can actually save a lot of money by living a more green lifestyle. We just met the guys in Tewantin, the Sustainability Drive winners on the Sunshine Coast. They changed their power bill from $900 down to $220 a year just by making a few simple changes. Wolfgang and Jenny, whose place we're at here, they haven't received a power bill in 2 years. In fact, they just received a $20 credit the last time they got a bill. So look, you're doing good things for the planet, but you're also saving yourself some serious money. And if that isn't a reason to start doing this, well, what else is? As we have a look at the forecast for the last time. Ant, Mel and Koshi, this morning we have given 4 streets around Australia $1 million worth of environmentally friendly ways to help improve their streets even further. But these guys have already done so much, so congratulations to you guys here in Wodonga at Central Place. And I hope this morning we've left everyone watching with just a couple of ways that you can do something to help the environment and put a bit of more money back in your hip pocket. And
also help your neighbours out. I think the relationship between neighbours seems to be one of the strong points as well. Really special. Yay.
One of my favourite things this morning was the walking bus, when parents rotate, taking it in turns to walk the kids to school.
It's a good idea. Thanks, James. You enjoy. Thanks so much for doing that today.